This is the Gator Nation podcast with the GNP, episode 10, a look back and a look forward, recorded on December 21st, 2023. All right, Gator Nation, welcome back to the Gator Nation podcast. I am the GNP, Gator Nation Principal Moten, and I'm joined by my co-host Ethan, the Ocho Cleveland. And we're winding down semester one. We have a couple more days to go before winter break. So we're going to take the opportunity, Ethan, to look backwards a little bit and somewhat recap the 2023 portion of the school year. So let's do 5 questions with Ethan.
All right.
And then if we have time, you maybe can ask me one or two. But I think we're more interested in your perspective of the school year. So thinking back on the 2023 portion of the school year, back from August until now, what would you consider to be your greatest joy?
I would have to say I probably have about 2.
Okay.
Being back around in August, coming back, being around my friends, being back some of my favorite teachers and staff, and also having the pep rallies. The pep rallies are my thing. I love them.
All right. Pep rallies always give us an opportunity to express some school pride and have some fun. So, all right, I can dig that. What's been your greatest challenge?
I would have to say being an 8th grader. With all the work, it's not that much. It's just kind of stressful sometimes with stuff going on at home, having stuff to do. It just kind of piles up, but I got it done. And that's something I achieved.
Okay. So it was a challenge, but you figured out how to navigate it and to overcome that. Okay. So what are you looking forward to the most when we come back from winter break?
I'm looking forward to being back with my friends after winter break, and also looking forward to the pep rallies to come and all the assemblies, the incentives, and all that to come, because there's going to be some fun stuff, I hope, next semester.
Okay. What would be your biggest concern?
Maybe some kids coming back from the break still thinking that they're on break and kind of messing around, not feeling like they got to do work and things of that nature, disrupting the class when I'm trying to do my work, just things of that nature.
Okay. And remember, we count on your leadership to help influence others to do the right thing. So you guys have done a pretty good job overall. We've had some glitches, but for the most part, we've done a pretty good job. All right. New Year's resolution.
Well, I would have to say to stay on top of my work and not let the work get behind me or not let me get distracted with other things and have my priorities right. So, yeah. What about you for your New Year's resolutions?
Well, my New Year's resolution is all about self-improvement. I think I made some personal gains and some professional gains, and continuing to lean on my support system, the people. I have what I call check me guys. Every once in a while, someone that can just look at me and give me an honest assessment of, nah, that's not it. So listening to the people that care enough about me to let me know when I need to adjust myself, because the pathway that I'm on is not the best pathway for my success. And that counts personally with my wife and my boys and my friends, and then professionally with the people that I work with each and every day and the people I work for, which includes you guys. So that continuing my self-improvement is my New Year's resolution. Anything else you want to ask?
I'm going to say, what are your favorite things to do during this holiday time of year?
Oh, it's all about family. We don't spend enough time with each other individually with our families. We spend probably more time with each other here at the school than we do with our families. I think if we add up the minutes, we definitely do. So the opportunity to reconnect with my brothers, my parents, my aunts, my cousins, just to sit there and talk and cut up and laugh a little bit, reminisce. That's it. That's the biggest thing. I don't need presents. I don't need gifts. I just need that quality time with my family, and I'm good.
What are some of your Christmas, holiday, New Year traditions?
Traditions. We all gather back in my hometown of McCormick, South Carolina, at my parents or one of my aunts that live in McCormick, and we have a Christmas party. And we all just bring food and different things. And then we play lots of minute-to-win-it games. And so we're pretty competitive in my family. So, it can be a game as simple as completing the line of a Christmas Carol. And we're just waiting for someone to mess up. And then out come the boo birds. Boo! So we cut up like that. Sometimes a few feelings get hurt, but, we'll tell them to get over it. It's all about fun. But the food and the fellowship is tradition. It's something that my aunts and my cousins, when I was younger, they would always come back to my grandmother's house on Christmas. And so that carried on as I became an adult and had children of my own. We always go back to the hometown, to where my roots are in McCormick. So that's tradition.
All right. And one more question.
Okay.
What's something you feel that you and the staff could do better next semester?
Can do better. I think we could listen more and listen more intensely. That's something that no matter how well we do that, you can always do that better. It's almost like aiming for perfect. Although you'll never get to perfect, you still want to engage in that practice of aiming for it. Trusting that you all are pretty in tune to what your needs are, and then being flexible enough to adjust as we go along. Not be so intent on having our way that we don't recognize that there's a power in listening to the student body and the families and make adjustments and then give it a shot. And if it works, great. We were smart enough to listen. If it doesn't work, then vice versa, the families and the student body can understand that this was a partnership. So I think we can do that better. We can strengthen our partnership, listen more, and make sure that we have intentionality behind what we do.
All right. Well, usually I'm the one who's saying go Gators, but I think we should give it to you this time to send us off for the holiday season.
All right. So before we go off, I want to recognize, first of all, our student council for putting together our Spirit Week. I see you representing red. Mm-hmm. It's Color Wars Day for the student body. So 8th grade's representing red, 7th grade green, and 6th grade with white. And then the faculty and staff, we have all the shiny things. So I have on my shiny M&M shirt. So shout out to student council for doing that, and Miss Tucker, the advisor. We got a guest right there.
Yeah, I noticed that. What's the deal with that?
That's Miss Marshall. Miss Marshall was actually instrumental in the Gator Nation podcast even kicking off. She helped me to secure what was needed so that you and I can do our thing and we can have the guest on. But Miss Marshall is retiring. And so Miss Marshall has worked extremely hard for the Dutchman Creek community. And so special shout out to Miss Marshall as she goes into retirement. She promised that we're family and family is forever. So she's going to definitely stick her nose back in the door periodically to make sure that we're doing like we're supposed to. But Miss Marshall joined us today. We've had some fun celebrating Miss Marshall. So shout out to Miss Marshall. We wish her the best. She's a jewel. She's forever a Gator here at Dutchman Creek. All right, so holiday season coming up. No matter what you celebrate, who you celebrate it with, we wish you the happiest of the holiday season. And with that said, go Gators!